Hi guys, welcome back to Griffin's Gaming Guide. Today we're going to have a little look through the offensive weaponry that we've got access to in the Back 4 Blood beta. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Warner Brothers for sending me a code for the Back 4 Blood beta. Now in the starting area of Back 4 Blood, there's a shooting range over to the right side where we've got access to plenty of offensive weaponry. So we'll have a little look through, we'll spend a few rounds out of each weapon and obviously have a swing about the melees that we've got. Now we're going to start off with the bat, which is a pretty decent weapon. It does horizontal damage with some nice nails sticking out the top of the bat for additional damage. Next up in the melee section we've got the fire axe, which deals incredibly high damage to any fleshy zombie that you come across. Next up we've got the machete, which is a very powerful weapon. It's got some really heavy damage dealing horizontal strikes, allowing for good crowd control. If you've got a good few zombies coming at you, a couple of swings of the machete, they won't be a problem anymore. And finally for melee weapons we've got the hatchet, which isn't the best weapon, but it's certainly better than using just your fists. Deals some pretty decent damage as it's kind of vertically cleaving down against the enemies. Now we move on to the firepower. In the sidearm section we've got the Tech 9, which is a rapid firing pistol with a fairly low recoil. Next up we've got the Belgian, a very heavy impact sawn-off shotgun. Now you can only fire this thing once before you need to reload it, and the reload isn't the fastest out there, but it is very good at stopping whatever's coming at you. Next up we've got the 357 Magnum, a classic pistol that deals incredibly high damage. Aim for the head and watch it explode. The Desert Eagle, what can we say about this one? It's simply one of the most powerful handguns in the world today. If you do manage to find a Desert Eagle out there in the world, make sure that you keep hold of it, providing you got the ammo, it won't let you down. Next up, moving down the power range, we've got the M1911 pistol. It's got a low recoil, giving it decent accuracy. It's got fairly good stopping power and a very quick reload speed, allowing you to keep laying the pressure down on your opponents. Now we've got a very nice Beretta M9 burst that fires in 3 rounds. Incredibly useful when you aim for the head. Chances are one of the rounds will hit them, and if it doesn't, reload and give it another go. This thing can lay down some serious firepower. We've now got the single version of the Beretta M9. This one can still lay down some very powerful damage, low recoil, decent mag size. If you find one, make sure that you use it. Next up we've got the Glock 23 Auto. This thing is a fully automatic pistol, and what more could you ask for when you've got a horde of zombies rushing towards you? We've also got the Glock 23 Standard, which has got very high stopping power, low recoil, half decent magazine size, so it's a pretty good all-rounder, this one. Next up we're going to start looking through the shotguns, and we're going to kick off with the TAC-14. Now this thing deals incredibly high damage, although it is quite slow at firing and reloading. Next up we have the 870 Express. Now this thing sounds like it should be a locomotive and it hits like one as well. It's got very good fire rate, fairly low recoil for a shotgun, reloads pretty quickly, and it's got a decent magazine size. Now we also have access to the Super 90, which is a very fast firing shotgun, incredibly high damage dealing weapon. I can't imagine there's much in the game that will be able to withstand too many rounds from this shotgun. Next up for shotguns in Back 4 Blood, and the last one on the list, we have the AA-12, which is a fully automatic shotgun. Simply aim, hold down the trigger and turn whatever dares stand in front of you into pulp. Now in addition to the weapons we've got access to, there's also a lot of attachments you can equip to your weapons that you can find out in the field. These range from scopes, mags, long barrels, stocks and silencers, all things designed to help you be a more efficient killer. Now, we've also got offensive accessories. We're going to start off with the Frag Grenade, standard Frag Grenade that you find in most sort of games like this. Simply pull the pin, throw it, and off it goes, causing a lot of devastation. In addition to the Frag Grenade, we've also got access to the Molotov, which is basically a bottle full of gasoline and a lit rag. Throw it, bottle explodes, flaming gasoline goes everywhere, igniting anything that you can see. And the fire effects in Back 4 Blood do look really impressive. I'm really happy with the way that they've designed it. Next up, we're going to have a look through the SMGs, and we're going to start off with the Uzi, which is a rapid firing SMG with pretty decent accuracy and a decent sized magazine to go along with it. Next up on the list we have the Vector, which has excellent fire rate and accuracy, although it does have a small magazine, which probably means you're going to be doing as much reloading as you are firing. And finally for the SMG category, we've got the MP5, which has excellent stopping power, very good accuracy. If it's good enough for the British SAS, then it's more than good enough for Back 4 Blood. Now we're going to move on to the assault rifles, where we can do heavy damage with decent range, and starting off we're going to be using the Scar. Now the Scar has got a decent magazine size, fairly good stopping power, and obviously it's an assault rifle, so it will be very good at ranged combat. Next up, we've got the staple rifle for the American military, the M16, which has got really good range and very effective stopping power. Now, whilst the magazine size isn't all that good, the stopping power that the M16 brings compensates for that. Next up for the assault rifles, we have the most popular assault rifle in the world, the AK-47. And there's a reason for this. This thing fires nice and fast, it's got incredible stopping power, a really low recoil, meaning wherever you point, you'll stay there even under heavy fire. This is definitely one to keep hold of if you can find it out there. Now for the final fully automatic assault rifle in Back 4 Blood, we've got the M4 Carbine. It's got fantastic stopping power, good accuracy and range, a heavy fire rate allowing you to lay down a lot of damage per second. Now last on the list for the assault rifles, we've got the Ranch Rifle, which is a one-shot assault rifle, but it does allow you to have very good accuracy. Think of this one like a sniper rifle with less power and you're pretty much there. Now, speaking of sniper rifles, we're going to have a look at the M9A, which has excellent range, even with the iron sights. If you can equip a scope on this, this thing will absolutely excel, as it's got a magazine for a sniper rifle rather than being bolt action. You can fire off a good number of rounds before needing to reload. Next up, we've got the Phoenix 350L, which has incredibly high damage. It's got a nice long rifle, allowing for increased accuracy. And this one is bolt action, so you can take your time in between shots. Obviously, make sure that you stay back as far as you can from any zombies that are coming towards you. The sniper rifles in Back 4 Blood are meant for more of a support role, from what I gather, rather than a full-on assault. And last up for the sniper rifles, we've got the classic 50 caliber. Now, the Barrett M9 has incredible stopping power. This thing will rip through standard zombies like a knife goes through butter. Right then, with the sniper rifles done, let's have a look at the LMGs that are available. The light machine guns have always been a classic for being able to lay down a massive amount of firepower, but they will have a very lengthy reload time. But the RPK is one of the fastest reloading LMGs in the game. And the last weapon we're going to be looking at is also one of my absolute favourites in Back 4 Blood, the M249. This thing has exceptional damage, a massive magazine. The reload time is woefully slow, but after you've laid down 80 rounds from this LMG, there hopefully won't be that much left standing anyway. The recoil's really low as well, allowing you to pretty much hold down the trigger, aim at a critical spot on an enemy, and just watch the health bar disappear. So then guys, that's all 32 offensive weapons that you can use throughout Back 4 Blood. I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please press the like button. It does help us out a great deal. Also, let me know down in the comments what your favourite weapon is. Whilst you're down there, please make sure that you subscribe to Griffin's Gaming Guys. Press the notification bell, that way you won't miss out on any of our future uploads. You guys look after yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one.